What's the funniest excuse you've given a cop that completely backfired? I was 19 and working as a pizza delivery driver for Tony's Pizza, trying to save up for a gaming PC. This was my dream build with RGB lights and everything. One Friday night around 11:30, I got this order for a double sausage deep dish pizza to St. Vincent's Hospital. The customer worked late shifts there. I grabbed the pizza from the warming rack and threw it in my beat-up red Igloo cooler with some melted ice and a warm Pepsi. The thing was held together with duct tape, but it kept the food decent enough. I was already running behind because our oven broke earlier and we had to use the backup one. I'm driving through this quiet part of town, trying to make up time because the customer specifically said to hurry. That's when I see the flashing lights behind me. My heart sinks because I know I was going like 15 over the speed limit. Officer walks up to my window. Do you know why I pulled you over? I'm panicking because I'm already on thin ice with my manager for being late last week. My brain just goes blank and the first thing that pops out of my mouth is, I'm delivering organs to the hospital. It's time sensitive. For real. The cop raises his eyebrow. Organs? I double down because I'm an idiot. Yeah, for transplant. They're in this cooler right here. I point to my ghetto Igloo cooler sitting in the passenger seat. Here's where things went completely sideways. Instead of laughing or giving me a ticket, this cop gets super serious. He walks back to his car, gets on the radio, and I hear him saying something about medical emergency transport. 5 minutes later, 2 more patrol cars show up with sirens blazing. The original cop comes back and says, "We're going to escort you there. Follow us." I'm sitting there like, wait, what? But before I can explain, they're already pulling out with full lights and sirens. Cars are pulling over for us. We're flying down the street at like 60 miles per hour through red lights. I'm following behind thinking, I am so screwed right now, but what am I supposed to do? Pull over and explain? They think I'm carrying human body parts. We roll up to St. Vincent's emergency entrance, and it's like a scene from a medical show. ER staff come rushing out with a gurney. A nurse in scrubs runs up to my passenger door and yanks it open. She pops the lid on my cooler and just stares. Inside are 3 pizza boxes stacked on top of a warm bottle of Pepsi with condensation all over it. "What the hell is this?" she shouts loud enough for everyone to hear. The cops are standing there staring at me. Other hospital staff are gathering around. The nurse looks at me like I just insulted her entire family. One of the officers walks over slowly. "You want to explain why you told us you were carrying human organs?" I'm sweating bullets at this point. My voice cracks as I stammer, "I meant pizza organs. Like sausage organs. You know, like pepperoni and sausage are meat organs?" Dead silence. Nobody's laughing. The cops look pissed. The ER staff look confused and annoyed. Then I hear this voice from behind the crowd. "Finally! I've been waiting 40 minutes for that pizza." It's the customer who ordered the food. He works as a tech at the hospital and had been waiting in the break room. He's walking over with this huge grin on his face like this is the funniest thing he's ever seen. "Did this kid really tell you guys he was delivering organs?" he asks the cops while grabbing his pizza boxes. The original officer turns to me with this look that could melt steel. "Son, you're getting a ticket for reckless driving and another citation for misuse of emergency services. You just wasted city resources and hospital staff time." The customer feels bad and tries to help. "Officer, he's just a kid trying to do his job. The pizza's still warm. Doesn't matter." I get slapped with 2 tickets totaling like $400. That was almost 2 weeks of pizza delivery money down the drain. But it gets worse. The next day, my manager Dave calls me into his office. Apparently, the hospital called the pizza place to complain about the whole incident. Dave is standing there holding the keys to the company car. "You told cops you were delivering human organs in our delivery cooler?" he asks. I try to explain, but he cuts me off. "You're banned from driving company vehicles. You can work in the kitchen, but no more deliveries. And I'm docking your pay to cover the damage to our reputation." So there I was, stuck making pizzas instead of delivering them, watching other drivers make tip money while I was pulling dough for minimum wage. My gaming PC fund got set back by months.